If you've been in the gym grinding away, eating clean and still not losing fat, the chances are you are making one of these 4 mistakes and it's keeping you from losing fat. Wake up, stop sabotaging yourself, bro. Number 1, go into extreme. I know people go on these low carb diets, keto, whatever, and the problem with these things is they're not sustainable. These fad diets are good for short term. Now don't get me wrong, some of them have their place. Let's just say you're already in great shape and you got a wedding coming up or an event and you just want to drop, a couple of pounds. You're fine with, gaining those 2 pounds back because you're still in shape. Even if you do, then that's fine. But for the majority of people, they want to drop fat and a lot of it and keep it off. So these low carb diets are not the answer. Listen, I've tried it. I'm here to save you from going down the wrong road. I tried the low carb diet and do you know what happened? Those cupboards over there, they got raided. I couldn't stop eating because I restricted myself way too much. It wasn't sustainable for the long term. And this is a life lesson too. Think about the people that have achieved massive success in life. We often hear the same things. What would Jay-Z say?
Listen, we don't do extremes, we do consistency.
Don't go too extreme. Number 2, not counting calories. Now this trips a lot of people up. They believe counting calories is too extreme, it's going overboard, so they want to eyeball their food. But the problem with that is that's a recipe for overeating. You can still eat clean and be in a calorie surplus, meaning you're eating too much and your body will begin to store fat. Yes, it's possible to have too much chicken breast. Yes, it's possible to have way too much rice. Eat too much, you are going to gain weight. Think about it this way. If I told you a millionaire tracked his finances, even though he was cautious with his spending, what would you say? You'd probably say, do you know what, Reese? He's probably smart. That's a clever way. Keep an eye on your finances. Why, when it comes to our health and what we're putting in our mouth, do we not track it? I had to accept this with myself. I'm the type of person that needs to track my calories. I want to be able to pull up on my phone, imaginary phone, the app called MyFitnessPal, and be able to see why I'm gaining weight. Oh wow, on Monday and Tuesday I was a bit of a pig. Damn, let me cut that back. But if you're not tracking, you're not going to be able to tell that. Let me tell you this, even these low calorie snacks, protein bars, olive oil, if you eat too much of it, those calories add up. Some protein bars are easily 250 calories. An apple is about 100 calories. You could be eating clean and then think, oh, I'm only going to have a protein bar and an apple. That's healthy, that's eating clean, and you've slapped on about 300 extra calories for the day. Imagine that over the course of a week. Do you see what can happen here? And you might nibble on a snack, a cookie or something like that, and you think it's harmless. And a lot of these things have a lot more calories than you think. Yes, they're small, but they're packed in empty calories. So in this case, size doesn't matter. So download apps like MyFitnessPal and track your eating. You might be surprised by how much you're actually consuming. Be like the healthy millionaire. Track your finances and your food. Number 3, similar to the first point, going on fad diets. Juice diets, detox, carnivore diet, we've all heard of them. Sometimes they actually lack nutritional balance overall, and as I said before, they are too restrictive. If you've lived many years of eating a certain way, what are the odds of you being able to eat this way forever? It's temporary, so the bounce back, that pendulum swing is mighty. I've seen it happen and I've gone through it. So when I hear other people talking about these fad diets, I shake my head. I've been in the gym and I've seen guys and they're like, yeah man, I've dropped this amount of weight. I've cut out the sugar. I'm on this diet. I'm on the cleanse diet. I'm on the juicing diet. I've heard guys come up with diets that I didn't even know existed. And I count the days down. And you know what happens? They slowly gain the weight back and they end up bigger than they were before. Do not take that path. I'm begging you. You need to build a lifestyle that suits you. You as an individual, everybody's different. I can't tell you to live by this certain lifestyle, but I can tailor a lifestyle more suited to you. This is why I'm coaching. This is why I've written a book on how I did it and kept the weight off. So you can take jewels from me and make it into your own. Anyone that tells you to follow this or follow that, it's not a custom plan. You can't give someone a one size fits all, and that's what these diets are. Imagine there's a man that weighs 500 pounds and then you tell him to go on a juicing diet. How long will he last on that diet? Please, show of hands, any answers? Not very long, that's the real answer. You've been warned. Number 4, drum roll please. Relying on motivation. Motivation comes and goes. This is where discipline, habits, a system come in. That's going to keep you on track when motivation dips. Netflix is going to call you. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be tired. But you need that discipline and a system when these things come up and you feel distracted or you feel less motivated to go. And like anything, that builds with time. Think about the greats, man. I'm sure Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't always want to go to the gym. I'm tired of the gym, but I have to go. I need the weight. I need the bump. So don't rely on motivation. Have a system, be disciplined, and stack those habits, and that will keep you in line. So follow these 4 steps and fat loss is almost guaranteed for you. Now, if you don't just want another fad diet and you want someone who's lived it and been through it, I offer one-to-one coaching that's available in my description below. I've also written a book on how I dropped 80 pounds and kept it off without giving up my favorite foods. That's also available in the description below. Or what do I know? I'm just a dude named Reese. Peace.